Hello there, and welcome to this session doing tactics on chesstempo.com. Mm, 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 mm. Rook takes check. Rook takes check, king d2, and I can take here. What a confusing problem. You're just clearly up material. Rook takes check, king d2. There's no checkmate. Wait, is there a checkmate? No, because the king goes to c3. So rook takes check, king d2, pawn takes, knight takes, and rook h3 should clinch the win. I'm very confused. I think this is just one of those, one of those problems where people go for the mate, thinking there's a mate, but because of rook c3, there is no mate. And if you gave rook h2 check, the rook on e6 would have rook e2. Which is no bueno. Okay, the queen doesn't really have a check. She can take on c6 and threaten mates, but there's no real checkmate threat there. So knight takes h1, queen takes c6, and knight takes h1, queen takes c6, queen f2 check. Pawn takes f2, king takes h1, rook e1, mate. Rook takes e1, e1 queens or e1 rooks. Anything else that could slow my mojo? Slow my roll? No, knight takes h1 just directly threatens me. So I think doing that is good. And after any other move, queen takes a5, I'll take the queen. No, queen takes a5. Yeah, queen takes a5, I would take the queen because the queen is covering the e1 square. And when the queen covers the e1 square, there's no longer a mate. So if the queen goes queen e1, queen takes a5, or if the queen doesn't move, I'm just going to take on g3, I guess. Knight h3 check. Oh, and the pawn is yes, because the rook pins. Wow, that was stupid on my part. I saw the first move, and I was just a little bit too excited. I got a little bit too fancy. Rook b5 is one move. What's another move? No, I think just rook b5. Rook b5, and it's very funny actually because if rook takes, rook b5, queen, bishop, and if bishop takes here, queen f1 check will win the rook on b5. And I can hold both of these pawns with the queen. Like queen c5, c6, queen takes, and I'm covering everything. Yeah, I just think this is good. There's no check, yeah? And queen f1 next. And if not queen f1, then something like bishop f1 will win the game. White to move, this is checkmate clearly, right? Knight, knight d5, knight d5, king takes f5, knight d5, king takes f5, If rook check, king f7, knight d5, king takes f5. What's the follow-up? Rook f8. I'm not in checking distance of like a rook or something like that, so I'm not forking. Knight d5 very much feels like the move. It's a very, let's be honest, it's a very tacticky kind of move. But unfortunately, I'm not really seeing the answer. Rook e6 is also a move. Rook e6, rook f7. Rook e6, rook f7, and then my knight always holds the c2 square, so that could be useful. But knight check, king takes f5, rook f8, king f4, rook f7 check, king h3, king h3, and knight f4 checkmate. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Just sort of had to follow it through to the end. Oh, is it just g4 mate? g4 mate. Okay. Okay, I thought check. Oh, this is stupid. He doesn't have to go here. So this mate's not forced. He can go to here. Did I fail that? No, but I should have because I calculated the wrong line. Okay, so if queen takes, I'm still on g2. So if queen takes, rook c4 is the issue, yeah? Queen takes, rook c4, rook takes g2, king f1. King f1. Hey, buddy. Queen takes rook. Queen takes rook c4, rook takes g2, king f1, and then what? Ah, rook takes f2, queen takes f2, and queen takes c4. Yes, yes. What? Whoa, what? What just happened? Did I misclick? I must have misclicked. I think I did this. Yes, I did this. Oh, that's so. Anyway, the problem goes this, and this. That's disappointing. Wow. Um, we're in a bit of a pickle there, yeah? Uh, um, so if I take on f4, what's the punish? Is there a punish? There's no check. Rook takes h7. I can always take on e2, and I'm doing okay. Take on e2, take on f2, take on a2. Lots of juicy options there. Yeah. So take on f4. And if you cut me off, I'm just going to play rook d1. I mean, I can take on a2 as well. Is that really necessary? Take on a2, king b3, rook a1. Take on a2, bishop c2. Bishop c2 doesn't really do anything, because I will still have rook a1 as well as rook a3 check. Pawn check, king takes. That's nothing. Yeah, I can just take on a2. Yeah. Take on g3 and then take on b3. Seems to be the most direct path to victory. I can also take on a3. All right, if I take on g3 and then with check and then take on b3, excuse me, that's a full piece. If I take on b3, he takes my queen, I take his rook, he takes h7 check, king takes h7. Which path leads to more material? That's the big question. I think it's queen takes g3, but I'm just going to be absolutely certain. And I should also pay attention to the timing of this video. We're already over time. I'm going to pause this and start a new video, so that way we can keep timing more reasonable. Until the next time, good luck with your chess journey, and thank you so much for being here with me today online. Bye-bye.